Well, everyone, it is definitely time for a new movie review. But this one may be a little surprising, a little shocker, and be ready for some spoilers. But the problem is, can I actually get this review done without the Redneck Nation Roberts' dad coming out here and interrupting this review? Let's find out. Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here, and welcome to a new movie review. And I cannot believe I'm actually going to say this. A new movie review of Tremors. I think it's called Sharker Island. This here, and I'm good, and I will say this is spoilers. Um, if you are a movie, if you have seen the movie Tremors, all of them, and you're a big fan of Tremors movies, you're gonna definitely want to watch this movie. Cause I will say this much. At the end, later at the end of it, there's gonna be a big twist and a tearjerker. Okay, if you're a fan of Bert, I'm not gonna say it just yet. Okay, we're gonna leave that for later. Okay. So on this island, they're having this guy. This guy is like the king of the island. You know, it's his island, and thing is, he knows about the grab boys. That's on this movie, and thing is, he apparently raised these damn things on a different island, and he put all kinds of signs on the island. It says no trespassing, private property, and all that other stuff. And he would have people to go over there and to do some hunting or something, and these things was evolving, changing, and he would actually send people over there to get themselves killed, so he could feed them things with humans and with actual people. And this looks like a jungle boy was running, and they was using him as live bait. And all of a sudden, the queen of the graboids came out of the ground, and they was like taking the tranquilizing darts or something and shooting them to put them to sleep, so I could take them and put them on the other and ship them to the other island where they wouldn't bother nobody, and so that way they can trick people into going on the other island and let them eat them people. And that girl didn't. The woman that knew Bert didn't know anything about it, you know. And when she realized what was going on, and that one of their guys got killed, you know, and then they her and some other people decided to go over there and hunt them to find out to see what's going on over there and what really is going on the island. They go over there and they find out find out that one of the grab boys had a baby. They had a baby, and it was evolving to something like it was like these things are like the predator now. They only can sense you if they can hear you by you either talking or walking around, moving around, making any noises, or they can see you by your heat, and your heat temperature. And so if you played Metal Gear, if you play the one of the Metal Gear gears where the legs are like this here and they go like this here, like they go like this here, like that. You know what I'm talking about. With the legs going like the legs are going like this here. You know. If you've seen the graboids, well I can't even do it right now. But if you've seen like one of the Metal Gear movies and one of the Metal Gear games, where those machines are walking around, you know, and they shoot you and stuff. Um, if you played Metal Gear before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, they hunt you. They'll sit here and they'll make you look like they're hunting you, you know, and they're gonna do something, you know, and then all of a sudden the other one comes right out of nowhere and jumps you and kills you right there, and then all of a sudden hauls his ass somewhere else, you know, and then she finds out about it and about what's really going on, and that one of the guys just got killed in front of her, and she sit there and told him about it, and he's like, "Oh, I knew all about these things." You knew about all this and you didn't tell us? Well, of course. I don't care. I hunt these things for a living, you know. And this is my island. I do whatever the hell I want. And then she sits there and says, "We need to shut this island down and get these people out of here." And he said, "No. Why? They're not doing nothing wrong. They're not going to kill nobody." Well, thing is, at that night, one night, one of those things actually come traveling through the ground and actually comes into their land, and the guy was just minding his own business, getting drunk, you know, taking a piss, and then all of a sudden, one of them comes there's two of them comes after him, and he runs into the outhouse, and then all of a sudden, the thing is like it's like somebody grabbing a hold of him and shaking it. You know what I mean? Just seriously shaking the whole fucking plane, just shaking the whole thing. And then all of a sudden it stops, and he's standing on top of the toilet. It looks like a box that looks like a toilet where you shit in. He's standing on top of it. And it grabs a hold of him, and it pulls him down, grabs him by his ass or balls, and pulls him down, and it keeps pulling him down until he's gone, and it kill and all that. I mean, it's really sick, you know. And then the guy that's in charge of the island, he's sitting. They look into our house and see what happened, you know, and they see all kinds of blood and everything splattered all over the place, you know. And he's like, "Oh well, can't help it. We'll just cover it up." The guy we'll just say the guy was drunk, and he and done something to him, you know. And I was like, "Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me! You're gonna cover this whole thing up?" And so the guy goes off, and he knows where Bert is. And he goes to an island by itself, and he talks to Bert, and Bert is like all old, all gray hair, you know, long hair. I mean, beard and all. I mean, he looks like he's in his 80s, you know, a real old man, you know. And you don't even recognize him until he gets a shave. And later on, they get him on the island, and he sits there and says, "What are you doing on my island?" He's like, I was invited by her. He's like, and all of a sudden he sees her, and he's like, "What the hell is she doing here?" And he's like, this, that, and they start talking like there was lovers, or like they was married in the past, you know, on the old Tremors movie. And so they was talking, you know, and they was doing this and doing that, you know, and they was trying to go, and they went to that island to figure out what's going on. And all of a sudden, they seen what was going on. They seen these things. And so all of a sudden, they come back to the island and to let them know what was going on. And he sits there and says, we're not going to do anything. He said, are you kidding me? I know these things are graboids and they're killing people. Hey, don't you think I already know that? I know what these things are. I'm the one who brought them in there. You brought them there, and are you insane? And all of a sudden, he had him to point a gun at him, and he said, "Get off the island, and never return again. We don't need you." And he's like, "I'm not leaving." And he's like, "Okay, then." They shot him and all the other people that was with Bert. And they came and that went with Bert, to hunt those things. Knocked them out and put them in a bunker and tied them up. When they woke up, they found out that that thing, the queen. The queen or one of those things was sitting here going chasing after that one girl. And thing is, she said after that guy just got killed, she said she is not going to do this no more. She was done. And he said, "Hey, you're on my island. Drop that gun, and you can walk away." Fine. She goes off and she takes the gun and puts the gun down on the ground and walks away. Then the other guy sits there and says, "Well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the same thing or what?" And he said, "Nope, I'm still here, And he was a hunter as well, so he was a doctor. And I think he called him doctor, but he was a hunter as well. And all of a sudden, she went down to the basement and down to the bunker and set them free and everything. And no, actually, I take that back. They've already set themselves free because Bert had some kind of saw thing that he has with him, and they set themselves free and everything. And then she comes down there and talks to him, and then joins with them, But to find out that she wound up bringing that thing with her. And so he's there and says, "We're gonna have to be quiet. We're gonna have to get some stick of dynamite, and then we're gonna make all the noise we can. And when it busts through, when it gets ready to bust through that wall, we're gonna blow that motherfucker up with some TNT, with some dynamite." So all of a sudden he says, "Sayonara, muchachos," and he throws it right over there, and all of a sudden they get the hell out of there, and all of a sudden the whole bunker blows the hell up. Blows that motherfucker clean up, too. And then he's like, and then all of a sudden, they find out that they're still hunting that thing and doing things, and the thing is, that thing is inside the water. And that guy, and he sat there and said, "Okay," he said, what we're gonna do is the guy was sitting there taking a bath in there, and he sat there and says, go to the side of the bridge and wait there. We're gonna hunt that graboid." And he said, "Ha!" And as soon as he does, that's when all of a sudden that thing came after that guy and got him. The guy had blood all over him because that graboid was trying to pull him in and kill him. And Bert was trying to run over there, trying to save him and try to rescue him before that thing got him. But the thing is, by the time he got to him, he grabbed the guy, and he grabbed his head and pulled him in the ground and killed him right there and got him. Actually, pulled him in the water and killed him there, and that way, And he talked to the guy. He told him, he said, "Let's get out of here." He's like, "This, that." He said, "No, I'm not leaving." Bert tried to talk him out of it, and he says it's too late, this, that, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, the thing goes right underneath his leg, grabs his leg, pulls him through the bridge. Bert tries to help him out, but it breaks him in half when he does, and kills him and pulls him in the water, and that was it. And I said, well, you got these other people killed. You deserve what you got, you know. And he's like, so they set a trap for the, you know. And he said, well, me and this guy are gonna go to that island, and we're gonna take care of the rest of these motherfucking graboids. And yeah, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna do it the Rambo style. So all of a sudden, he goes up and he goes up in there. They go inside of a cave to where they're at, and there's like 10 of these things, and they all look like the things from the robots from Metal Gear, and they're like the Predator, okay? They're like the Predator. They see you through like the Predator does, you know. And they put like mud all over the body and everything, so that they can't see them. And he's like, he's like, say hello to my little friend. And he goes off and he's like, and that thing is sitting there going like, coming toward him, trying to come in. He's like, you hungry? I got something for you right here, motherfucker. And then all of a sudden he goes off and sits there and says, and he goes over and he jumps in and tries to eat him, you know. He's like, hungry? Eat this, you son of a bitch. He shoved that, he had that chainsaw going. He shoved it right in that thing's mouth and sawed that thing in half. I was like, there you go, man, bravo. And then Bert's like the Ghostbusters. He's like he's sitting there taking it and torching going like this here with it, you know, spraying them, you know, killing them. And he gets them all, except for one. And then all of a sudden, he tries to spray that one. He tries to spray that one, but with the fire, but he runs out of fire, and he's okay. All right, sleazeball, you wanna play a game? I got a game for you right here. He takes his knife and he throws it right at him. And he's like, steel pipes, a steel fucking knife always works. And then all of a sudden he's like, they go back to the island and everything, you know, and it's all quiet, real quiet. And he says, what's going on? Where is everybody? You know, and then all of a sudden he said, Bert, stop. He looks down there and finds out that they have a bomb right there for the graboids. And he's like, aha. So them graboids took the bait. And he said, and all of a sudden they said, Bert, come in, Bert. Can you hear us? And he's like, yeah, I hear you. Where you at? Right here. And they said, what's going on? It's the Queen. You got them all but the Queen. She's here. He's like, where's she at? Don't move. She's 25 feet underneath you. Son of a bitch. He said, what did we do? He said, you get out of here. The Queen's not here. The Queen's not here for you. The Queen's only after me. Are you insane? Get the hell out of here. And all of a sudden a girl comes in and she's like, what the fuck are you doing here? It's not safe for you here. And she's like, I'm here to help. If you want to help, get the hell out of here before you get yourself killed. This thing's not after y'all, it's after me. And all of a sudden she goes out and does something, you know, and then all of a sudden he's like, do y'all have that? I got an idea. He said, do y'all have that trap ready? And they said, no, we don't have that trap ready yet. What the fuck are y'all thinking? Get your asses down there and get that track fixed. I got an idea. I'm gonna pull the stunt that we did, that the guy did back on the Tremors 1 at the end of it. And when he said that, I was like, oh, I know what he's talking about. I said, only thing is, he didn't get killed. He jumped on the he went up and jumped on the side of it. When he jumped on the side of it, that was it. And then that thing went up on went through the ground and went off the edge, and then went on the ground and splattered all over the place. I mean, that thing turned into a pancake by the time it got down on the ground. But all of a sudden, that guy ran with. He ran there and he sat there and said, "No, I'm going with you." So he said, "Fine, if you're going with me, you're going to listen to what I say, okay?" He said, "Okay." And all of a sudden, he said there, and they got to where they can get to, okay? And then all of a sudden, he sat there and took his foot. He knew that thing was acting like a damn bull. It was, and all of a sudden, because you can see mud shooting out of the ground because he was doing it, you know. And he's like, "What do we do now?" He's like, "Well, you follow my lead. You get the hell out of my way." He said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'll tell you what. I'll do it. This ain't no option." He said, "Get the hell, you get out of my way." He said, "You're not gonna do this." He said, "This is me. That thing's after me. It ain't after you." And he said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. You want help? You listen to what I say, and when I say get out of the way, you get out of the way." He said, "Yeah, but I'm faster." He said, "I'm older." He said, "I'm wiser." And he said, "No comment on that one." So all of a sudden, he took his foot, and they walk, and they see him, and they walk towards him, and all of a sudden, he goes on and takes his foot and goes like that on the ground, slams his foot on the ground, and then when he does, that thing starts coming right towards him, and then all of a sudden they start running, hauling ass to the edge, and then when they stop at the edge, he turns around and looks, and he sees that thing is, but just this close, coming right at him. Next thing you know, he goes off and he pushes him out of the way, and he goes on and says, "Fuck you." He flips the guy off, and then when he does, that thing jumps right out of the ground, swallows Bert whole. It swallows Bert whole, and Bert sacrifices. By the way, Bert sacrifices himself to lure that thing and right to him. So when it goes right, and so after he goes down. He goes right down, flying like that worm flies like a Superman, going to the ground, and then he hits the spikes that they got ready for him. And when it does, the whole thing blows up. And the body parts goes everywhere. That thing's body parts goes everywhere, and you don't know what you don't. You think Bert is still alive. You think Bert is still alive. But you've seen that the thing swallowed him whole, so you know it. But you think, well, the way they're doing it, it looks like Bert's still alive, you know. So all of a sudden he gets up and he says, "Bert, where are you, Bert?" He looks around. He couldn't find him. They all ran up the hill where they was at, and they said, "Where's Bert at?" "I don't know. I don't see him." They looked all over the place. They found his hat sitting on the ground. They found his glasses, his sunglasses, sitting on the ground on this over here. And they realized he got killed. He sacrificed. He sacrificed himself. he sacrificed himself. So apparently, so that right there, I was like, oh no. I said, he did. I said, and I really fucking bursted out with tears. I mean, I cried my eyes out. I cried my eyes out because of all the movies Burt was in, this was one of the fucking best movies ever. And after the movie ends, because she apologized to Burt before he passed away, before he died on the movie. She apologized to him for everything she'd done to him, you know, and they went back and forth on that, you know, and after the movie ends, they show all kinds of video clips, movie clips of Tremors, of that he was in from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever movies he was in, all the Tremors movies he was in from the first to the end to this one here. They showed them all. That he passed away, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think he passed away in real life too. Because they show this. Yeah, everyone, they show that, and they also show something about something else. I'm not gonna even say. It's something about Texas, you know. But yeah, this movie, now, like I said, this movie is a good ass movie. If you're a fan, if you've seen the movie Tremors before, all the Tremors movies before, if you're a fan of Tremors movies, you're gonna love this one. It is a worth of rent. It is a must-buy movie. Redneck Nation Robber's dad bought this movie at Walmart's last night for I think it was $14, $15, and he bought it Blu-ray, which means it had the Blu-ray, regular DVD, and the digital. So he gave me the digital copy of it, and I put in I got it in my Roku last night, and I got to play and watching it just now. So I strongly recommend anybody who loves the movie Tremors. I strongly recommend you watching this movie. It is a must-see movie. Do not skip it. I give this movie a 5 out of 5. Woos! I freaking love it. And also, a 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10, baby. It is well fucking worth the money. And yes, this movie here, this new movie Tremors, it's a final movie. I don't think since he's gone now, since he died on the show, I don't think they're gonna make another movie. Cause if they do, I won't be watching it. Cause the only reason why I was watching the movie Tremors is because he was in it. And now the last movie, the last Tremor movie that came out before this one, the other guy was in it, but I don't think that this guy that was in it that was being his partner on this movie. I don't think he was in the last one. So yeah, overall, damn great movie, and I'm hoping y'all enjoy this movie review of Tremors, Sharker Island. I think that's what that thing's called. I'm not sure, but thank you all for watching this video. Be safe, wash those hands, stay healthy, and I'll catch you on the next movie review coming soon. Have a wonderful and safe night. Dragon Souls, signing out.